Hello and welcome again to Christine's Creativity Cabinet. Well, in this video, I'm going to try out some craft kits that I saw on NerdECrafter's video. There's going to be several of them here, and they were all ones that I saw on NerdECrafter video, and I thought, that looks fun. I think I would like to give that a try. So let's go to the first one. The first one is this craft kit. I got them all from Temu, by the way. This is a flower maker, and it looked really fun when NerdECrafter did it. So I want to give this a try. I'll go ahead right now, and we'll open this up, and we'll see what's inside. Let me get a sharp, pointy thing to do that. There's some tape on here. Okay. Oh, look at all these little things here. These are all the kind of the stems and the leaves and stuff for the flowers. And then there's, oh, look at this. This looks like a pie. I wonder what that's for. Maybe that's to put the flowers in. But it looks like a pie. Does it look like a pie? Okay, that's probably to put the flowers in. Okay, these are all the different little flower petals and things. Oh, those look really cool. Some of them are glittery and sparkly. That's gonna be fun. Then let's see. We've got. I don't know what this paper here is for. I guess I'll find out when I look at the instructions. And then these are the instructions right here.
And last but not least, instructions. Instructions.
It's not a very big sheet, but it's in color. So I'll have to look that over. Oh, there's another one of those papers. I'm not sure what that's for. Okay, this is part of the device that he used to make the flowers. Here's another piece of it. And here's another piece of it. I'll just see how that goes together. And then there's all these little things here. These green things. Not sure what those are for. But I'm sure I'll find out. There's a bunch more in here. Looks like that. I wonder if that's to make different kinds of flowers or something. They look all kind of the same, though. Then there's this. Oh, that's probably just a vase to put some of the flowers in. That'll be fun. And here's another green thing. So, that's everything that's in the box. So I'm going to read the instructions, and then we'll get started making some flowers. Okay, this is the flowers that I made. Let you see how those look. Oh, oops, the top of that fell off. Oh. Okay, I just got to get that back in there. And then put the flowers back in. But I just wanted to tilt that so that you could really see the flowers. I think they turned out really pretty. And this is actually really pretty easy to use. The one thing was that I had to struggle a little bit putting the unit together. I'll show you the unit here. You had to stick this part of it in here, and it was really hard to get it in there, but I finally did get it in there. And the unit is very easy to use. You just take one of these little things and you put it in there right? And then you take one of the little yellow things, like this, and you put it in here. You put the short end up in there, and then you just take 2 or 3 or however many you want of these little things. Why don't I just make another one here for you for demonstration purposes? I'm going to take 3 of these and just stick them together, and maybe something like this. And you stick them on top. Wow. Let me show you that. Oh. You stick them right on here, like that. You center them. I'm trying to get those centered, and the other one just wants to keep moving there. And then you put this down. I like to kind of make it so that it really goes right in the center. There it is. Down like that, and then you press this knob all the way down. I think I have to do that on the table. All the way down. There we go. I had to do it on the table, but now you can see I've got another flower there. Isn't that cute? And then you can take one of these little stems, and you can put it on a stem, like that. And there we go. I think this would actually be a good kit for kids. It's real easy to use, though the adult might have to put the thing together because it was kind of hard putting it together. And then, let's see. This thing, as I predicted, is to put the flowers in, but they also have some other things. They have those green pieces, they all kind of snap together like this. And then you can put more flowers in here. You can put the flowers in here, in little holes. You can fill that whole thing up with flowers. There. See? You can put flowers in there. There's so many holes in there, you can make a really big display of flowers. And then also, if you want to, you can put the flowers in the little vase that comes with it, like that. Oh, they look really cute in the vase. They look really cute in the vase. So, okay, so what would I say about this kit? I would say, for kids, I think it would be a great kit. Even for adults, it's kind of fun. I don't know that I mean, these do look a little plasticky, so I don't know that we'd be able to. I was thinking that maybe these could be used in other projects, and maybe they could, but they don't seem as flexible as I would have hoped. But for overall, I think this is a fun kit. I'd give it maybe a 7.5 out of 10. So, okay, let's move on to the next kit. Okay, the next kit is this. This allows you to make cute beaded pens. And it looks like it has really cute beads in it. I guess you could also make little, like, charm things, too, like that. So, first of all, I'm just going to open this, and we'll see what's in it. And then we'll try making some beaded pens. Let's see if I can cut this open. Get the plastic off of it. Okay. How that looks there, and we'll open it up and see what's inside. Taped shut, or oh no, it's got things on the side too. Open all those up there. Will it open? Oh, it opens like this. Okay, I think I get it now. Like this. Oh, I'm gonna let you see inside here. I can't really tilt it too much because it'll spill, but you'll be able to see a little bit more when I switch the camera around. So it's got, I'll show you, it's got these pens, and there's things to go, I guess these are refills to go into the pens. There's some cord. There's these little guys, a bunch of them in different colors. There's some findings. Then there's a whole bunch of different beads. Some of them are really cute. Like look at this. Look at that. That's really cute. So I'm going to turn the camera around and we'll see about making some pens.
Let's get the googlies. Let's get them googlies going.
Okay, here's the pens that I made. This is the first one that I did. Isn't that cute? And then I made a purple one with the butterfly. And the black and white one, I think this one is really cool. And a pink one. So this was actually really fun, and I love the various stuff that you have in here. The one thing I would say is that it doesn't really include any instructions.
I'm an artist. I don't need directions, she says, and then fails at it.
Now, doing the pens was easy because all you do is you screw it off, and then you just string the little beads onto that stick there, and then you screw it back on. But then they've got all these other things. They've got all these little jewelry findings. They've got like these things, which I'm not really sure what those are supposed to be for. Stuff like that. And I'm not really sure. I like these little guys. But I don't think they really work well on the pen, so they're probably for something else. And I kind of wish there was a little bit of instructions about that. But while we're here, I think I'm going to, in front of all you guys, just, again, show you the whole process. Because there is one more that I want to do. I want to do this yellow one. So all you do is you unscrew it, like that. And then you pick out beads that go on here. And see, for this one, I really want to do, well, first we'll start with a little yellow bead here, like this. We'll just string that on there. And then I'm going to use this little thing here. This, I think, is so cool. It's also kind of hard to get things out of the... Look at this. It's like a little... Is that a little, like, vending machine? Isn't that adorable? I love that. I love that.
Ermi, it's so cute. It's so cute. I wanna, my gosh, it's adorable.
I think that's maybe one of those. They have those vending machines in Japan where you get these little plastic balls and that they have a prize inside, and I think that's what this is supposed to be. So I'm going to put a few more things on here that I think would be cool.
My decoration has decoration. I mean, very interesting. Very, very interesting. We're very serious on this channel. No joke, no joke, no joke.
Like maybe, yeah, it's a little hard to get the stuff out of the little spaces in the container, but I find that if you take like one of the pens, and you can kind of dig them out there a little bit easier. Maybe we'll get like maybe one of these iridescent orange ones would be nice. Iridescent orange one, like that. And you need to allow just a little bit, about that much, on there to be able to screw it onto the pen. But I'm wondering what would happen if I did this. I'll put that on there. Oh! Now I dropped it on the floor. Let's see. I need to get my grabber tool. These things are really handy. Let's see if we can get that back up. Got it. There. Okay. Now, let's try again to get this on there. It might not go. No, I think that would be a little too much, but let's try doing it before we do the... I just want to see what happens if you put it... Nope, that's going to be way too... That's not going to fit. So I'm going to put this bead back on in the hole. There it is. And then we're going to screw it into here. Just put that in there. Get that in that little inner area there, and then you just twist, twist, twist. You twist this thing. Twist, 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 twist. And there it is. It's on there. And I think that is so adorable. I love that. So this is a really great kit. I think what I will do next is I'm going to see if I can make a little like a little kind of round thing with charms on it. Not like a bracelet, because it wouldn't be big enough, but something that I could maybe put like a keychain thing on. And we'll see how that goes.
A little while later.
Okay, so I actually went and I rewatched the NerdECrafter video to get a little bit better of an idea of how she made certain things. And I was able to, this was the last pen that was left, this green pen, and I was able to figure out that she actually added one of these to a jump ring, but she had to use tools to make it, and I didn't really have my tools. I think I have some tools, but they weren't very accessible. But then I found little rings that I think are supposed to be like the clasp for like a bracelet or something that you could just open with your finger, and I put that on there. And so that was how I was able to get this on there. But I also got a little bit better idea of how to make a little charm to like put on your backpack or bag or whatever. So I'm going to get started on that.
This video is not sponsored nor affiliated. I'm just having fun at this point.
I managed to make a really nice little bag charm there. It has a little alien on it, which I think is really cute. So that wasn't too difficult to do. You'll notice that when I was finally reaching the end, I realized I put the alien on like upside down. So I had to take it apart again and then get it back on there. And then I couldn't get that last bead to go in there, even though I'd gotten to it first, which is kind of frustrating. But I replaced it with another bead that had a bigger hole, and it looks fine. So I would say that this is a really fun kit. I think especially it would work really well maybe for like a excuse me, like a tween girl's birthday party. Oh, excuse me. It makes 6 pens, and so if you had like 6 girls who were at the party, they could each make a really cool pen. What I especially like about the kit is that the charms and things seem to be pretty good quality. The pens are kind of cheap, but they're not too bad. The charms are really good quality, and what's nice about this sort of thing is it really allows for creativity, because you can decide for yourself exactly what kind of beads and stuff you want to put on your pen, and exactly what kind of beads you want to put on your bag charm or whatever. So I'd give this a high rating, probably about a 9 out of 10. Okay, I have one more kit that I'm going to try out, and I have it right over here. It's this one. This is a sand painting kit. It says, a small grain of sand can achieve big dreams. So that's kind of a cute little saying there. So let me just go ahead and unpack this, see what's in the box. Okay, it looks like it comes with its own little tray, which I think would be good for catching the sand. There's all of that. Okay, we can set the box aside, and then we'll take a look here and see what we got. Okay, this is probably the tray that you use to kind of capture the sand. And then these are the little things to color. And then there's these little tools. There's a little kind of knife tool and a brush. And then there's in here, oh, these are all the sand.
What are you, and why are you so sandy?
There's all different colors of sand. So again, I don't see an instruction book, but I think this is pretty straightforward. What I saw NerdECrafter do is you take like kind of the white areas, and they're kind of like stickers. You kind of peel it off, and then it's sticky underneath, and then you put whatever sand you want to put on there, and then you kind of dump it, and then the sand will stick to the sticky areas, and you can color it that way. And the tray is designed, which is very cleverly designed. It has this little corner thing here, so that when you're done using some sand, you can dump it back into the bottle fairly easily. So I'm going to give this a try. Let's see how it goes. Okay, well, here's my sand painting. I think the fish turned out cute. He's kind of goofy looking. This was actually a pretty fun kit. I enjoyed the process. It's very much like applying glitter, only you have your own self-sticking parts that will hold the sand for you. And I actually really did like the design of this tray. I mean, it took a little bit of practice to get used to it, but I found that I could very easily bend it like this to make the sand go back out and into the bottle, which I think is a really great thing, because that means you're not wasting the sand that didn't get used. You put it back in a bottle for the next time. And there's plenty of sand in the kit. I would imagine that there's enough of that sand to do all of the little pictures that come with it. The one little complaint that I had was that the sand comes in these little bottles, and the bottles had this kind of top that was this kind of narrow top, and that looks like it would be a good thing because it would help you to have more control over where the sand comes out. But I found that I could not get the sand to come out of that little tip at all. But it really didn't matter all that much, because I found that I could just pry that tip off, and then I could just pour the sand onto the areas, and it worked just fine doing that. So that's not that big of a deal, though a kid might need some help with that. So overall, I'd give this kit maybe about a 7 out of 10. I think kids would enjoy doing this, and maybe adults if you like coloring, and if you particularly like unusual forms of coloring, this might be a fun kit to do. So thank you everybody for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.
Did I just say that? No, I didn't. I'm fine.